Okay. So catalog items is actually our topic. We use catalog items to request the products or service in the organization. To request a product or service in the organization, we submit a catalog item. Okay. So first, there will be a service catalog. Under that catalog, you have categories. Under these categories, you see catalog items, right? So in today's session, I am going to create a catalog item called iPhone 16 Pro. iPhone 16 Pro catalog item I am actually creating. Catalog item name is iPhone 16 Pro. This is the catalog item that I am actually creating. So before we create this catalog item, okay, we understand all the components that are required to create the catalog item, right? So in today's session, we are going to create a catalog item that is actually iPhone 16 Pro Max. Okay. So you go to the maintain items. Okay. I'm going to create a catalog item called iPhone 16 Pro Max. Pro Max. So this one I'm actually adding it under service catalog. Okay. Under services category, I'm actually adding this one. So the short description. I'm writing the description here. Okay. I'm writing the description here. Okay, we'll discuss about this processing in later. Pictures. We'll add some pictures related to iPhone 16 Pro. So I'm adding that image here. Okay, picture. Where did I save this one? It is under downloads category. Hmm. Hmm. We are on the download section only. Hmm. This time we will save it under pictures, okay? Where is that? It looks like it is showing inside this one. I think we have to change the file name. It doesn't support that file type. Hmm. The file type of file is .webp. So it is not actually accepting this type of files. The file type is different here. So it is a PNG type. It is actually accepting here. Okay. And I'm actually showing the icon here. Icon also I'm adding the same image. Okay. Well, you can set the pricing here. I'm actually keeping here as uh $1,500. $1,500 means 50,000. $2,500. $2,500 I'm keeping. Portal settings. In the portal, guys. Okay, in the portal, I don't want to show this add to cart. Okay, we'll come to the we'll first see the portal. Okay, I just created a iPhone 16 Pro Max catalog item. Okay, so if you click on try it here, you will be able to see the catalog item like this here. Okay, you will be able to see the catalog item like this here. But we'll see the catalog item in the service portal. I'm duplicating this one. Just use in the end of the base URL, you use SP. SP means service portal. Okay. So under request something, what is our service catalog, right? Under service catalog, okay, under service catalog, we have categories here. So under categories, there will be a service. Under office, there are actually services. Under services, so we have created iPhone 16 Pro Max. This is the image. So this is the catalog item. The cost of this particular item is $2,500. This is the catalog item that we created. So if you click on this catalog item, this is how you will see the catalog item in the portal, guys. So guys, you can see this is the service portal. From here, you can just go to the catalog. Not catalog, guys. You have to go to request something. You have to go to request something here. If you go to request something, so under service catalog, under office, there is services category. Under services category, this is the catalog item that you are actually showing. This is the catalog item that you have created. In this catalog item, you can see quantity. So 1, 2, 3, 4, maximum 10, you can actually order. Okay. Quantity, the price of this catalog item, delivery time, add to cart, save as draft, order now. Okay. There is an attachment icon here, add attachments. So if you want to hide all of them, you have to go to portal settings here. Okay. Instead of order now, I just want to keep it as request. Hide add to cart, hide delivery time, hide save as draft, hide attachment. So I'm hiding all of this in the service portal. So if you just refresh this one, you are able to just see the price of the catalog item. Okay. Rest all you are not able to see anything here. Okay. So you are able to just see the price and you are able to see the request button because in the portal settings we have selected here as in the request method we have selected as request. If you select submit, it will actually show it as submit. Okay. So you can see now you are able to see submit here. So this is the catalog item that I created. This catalog item I have added under service catalog. Under services category, this is the catalog item that we are seeing here. Okay. So this is the catalog item image and catalog item description. iPhone 16 Pro Max offers several upgrades and new features that make. So you have written some detailed description here. Okay. Then if you go to the catalog item, so in the catalog item, if you scroll down, you can see variables. Variables are nothing but fields. In the table, we call them as fields. In the catalog items, we call it as variables. Okay. So we can actually create variables. We can also add variable sets. Okay. So variable sets means set of variables that can be reused in different catalog items. Okay. Set of variables that can be reused in different catalog items. Let us say requested for email location department. These are actually common in every catalog item. So instead of creating these 4 variables in every catalog item, we will create one variable set. We will add this variable set in different catalog items. That is what we have discussed in our previous session. We have single row variable set and multi row variable set. Single row variable set, in the single row variable set, you can actually add one row. In the multi row variable set, using those variables, you can create multiple rows. That is what we have discussed in our previous session. So each row is actually considered as an object and total multi-row variable set will be considered as an array of objects. Okay. That is what we have discussed in our previous session, right? Okay. So if you guys are clear with that, now we will be discussing about catalog UI policies and catalog client scripts. catalog line scripts available for, not available for. We have discussed about all these things. Okay. So categories. So guys, if you want to show this item under multiple categories, if you want to show this catalog item under multiple categories, now it is appearing under only services category, right? I want to show it under multiple categories. Okay. Then I can actually click on edit here. I can actually add multiple categories here. So I am adding it under desktops, electrical, desktops, furniture, facilities, hardware. I am adding under all these categories, guys. So that the catalog item will appear under these many categories. Okay, got it right? If you go to the catalog item, if you go to the service catalog, under the service catalog, hardware category, under hardware category, go to the hardware category. Under hardware category, you will be able to see iPhone 16 Pro Max. This is the catalog item. So this catalog item is appearing under hardware category as well, right? Okay. This category again will appear under facilities category. Facilities. We will see where is that facilities. Where are those facilities? Desktops. Under desktops also it is appearing here. Under different categories, this catalog item is appearing. If you want to show this catalog item under different catalogs, now it is actually appearing under service catalog, right? I want to show it under another catalog also. Okay. So you can actually add another catalog here. I am actually adding another catalog here. So I'm actually adding it under technical catalog, guys. So now I want to add this catalog item under service catalog and technical catalog both. So guys, once you add it under technical catalog, once you add it under technical catalog, okay. So you have to go to service portal, guys. Go to service portal. Go to service portal. Okay. So here SP service portal. Open this service portal. Guys, in the application navigator, you have to type service portals. You have to go to portals here. In the portals, you have to choose service portal. In the service portal, if you scroll down, here you can see catalogs. Here you are able to see only service catalog. I am adding technical catalog as well here. I am adding technical catalog as well here. So this catalog item is now appearing under technical catalog as well. This catalog item is now appearing under technical catalog as well. Okay. So here, if you go to the home here, you just click on request something. So once you click on request something, so you are able to see service catalog and technical catalog. Under technical catalog, okay, under technical catalog, and you should be able to see the iPhone. Hmm? Under technical, we added it under technical catalog, right? Mm. We will add the infrastructure technical catalog. I am actually adding category now. So now you can see here, when you click on request something, you will be able to see catalogs here. So service catalog, technical catalog. I am going to the technical catalog. Under technical catalog, under infrastructure category, now you are able to see iPhone 16 Pro Max catalog item. So now you can actually show the catalog item under different catalogs and different categories. You can show the catalog item under different catalogs and different categories. If you have to show it under different catalogs, you have to add that catalog under service portal, guys. So by default in the service portal, you are able to see only service catalog. If you want to see technical catalog items, you have to add technical catalog items in the service portal. Suppose if I remove this catalog, service catalog from here, I won't be able to see something in the service portal. See, if I remove service portal and technical service catalog and technical catalog from the service portal, if I remove these catalogs here, I won't be able to see them in the service portal, guys. No, I won't be able to see anything in the service portal. Okay. So it is, we have to log out and log in again to reflect the changes. We have just removed it, right? We have removed both service catalog and technical catalog from the service portal. Only when we have added service catalog and technical catalog, the service catalog and technical catalog related catalog items, you can see it in the service portal. Okay. Think still it is. We have to, we have removed it, right? The changes are still not in the effect. Okay. So when you remove these catalogs from the service portal, you won't be able to see the catalog items in the service portal. So there must be a service catalog added here. Service catalog, technical catalog. Only then it will appear. Okay. Fine. And we have catalog data lookup definitions, guys. Do you remember? Do you remember data lookup rules whenever we select the category and subcategory? Based on category and subcategory, the priority value should be populated. So for that, what we were doing, we were using data lookup rules. So similarly, based on the other variables, if you want to populate a variable value based on the other variables, if you want to populate a variable value, you can use catalog data lookup definitions. Okay. Catalog data lookup definitions. So in the catalog data lookup definitions, you have setter fields, you have matcher fields. Do you remember that? Matcher fields, setter fields. So matcher fields are actually impact urgency. Setter fields are actually priority. Okay, if you just click on new here, you will be able to see. So you can see here applies to catalog item. This is the catalog item. So match a table. So match a table means, guys, here you have to create one one table which will be extending data lookup matcher rules table. Okay. So you have to create a table which is extending data lookup matcher rules table. You have to select the table. For the time being, I am selecting this one. So once you select this one, you will be able to see, you will be able to see, you can see catalog matcher variable definitions, catalog setter variable definitions. Matcher means if you look back, um, we have used impact and urgency as matchers, and we have used priority as setter. Similarly, what are all the variables that should match? You can mention them here. What are all the values that, what are the variable values that you want to set? You can use setter here. Okay. Clear, right? I am not going to use this data lookup definitions, guys. Okay. So I am going to delete this one from here. Catalog data lookup definitions. We'll go to the catalog item that we created. Okay, this is the catalog item that we created. So you can create a catalog data lookup definition from here. So related articles. Is there any knowledge article that are related to this catalog item? You can tag that knowledge article to this catalog item, guys. If you have any created knowledge articles that are related to this catalog item, you can tag that knowledge articles to this catalog item. So I'm actually adding these three knowledge articles to this catalog item. Okay. And if you scroll down, so related catalog items. Related catalog items. If you click on edit here, so in the Flipkart or Amazon, when you purchase one t-shirt, it will show related t-shirts. It will show related t-shirts. You can try this, something like that, they will suggest you. So similarly, are there any related catalog items you are actually showing in the service portal? Okay. Now you go to the catalog item. So you go to the service portal. So in the service portal, if you go to the home page, click on request something. Okay. If you go to the service catalog, under services, you are able to see iPhone 16 Pro Max catalog item. You can see iPhone 16 Pro Max catalog item. So under this, you can see, you are able to see the related catalog items here. iPhone 13 Pro Max, you are able to see here. Okay, iPhone, Apple MacBook 15, you are able to see. Apple Thunderbolt, you are able to see. Apple iPhone 13, these are actually related catalog items, guys. You are able to see related knowledge articles here. Okay, clear, right? So when you are actually requesting the iPhone, you will have some preferences, right? You want gold color iPhone, 256 GB specifications. So for those specifications, we will actually create variables. For those specifications, we will create variables, right? So now I am actually going to create one variable set, guys. Singular variable set I am going to create. I am going to create a variable set. Singular variable set I am going to create. Why am I creating this variable set? I can reuse this variable set in different catalog items. Okay. If you want to show this variable set name on the catalog item, you can use display title. Okay. If you want to show this variable set in two columns wide alternative sides, and if you want to show it two columns wide one side, then the other. Okay. We'll give a try. Okay. One column side. So we'll use two column wide alternative sides. So I am going to create four variables here. So I am going to create a variables under variable set, guys. I am actually creating a variable under variable set now. So I am creating a reference variable here. Order 100. It's a mandatory one. Okay. So question is nothing but label. Like you have field label, field name, right? Like you have field name, right? This is label. This is actually a technical name. We'll be using these technical names in the scripting. Annotation. Annotation means help text. I told you. Type specifications. If you let me just provide the reference table as user table. Okay. So variable width, guys, normally variable width, this is actually, you can see this is 100%. 50% means half of this part. 50% means half of this part. So we are actually showing the variables only 50%. If you want to show it 100%, you can actually show it 100%. Okay. You can see reference qualifiers. You all know reference qualifiers. Reference qualifiers are used to restrict the data in the reference and list type of fields. So variable attributes. If you want to change the default behavior of a variable, you can use variable attribute. Default value. Whenever the form is loaded, if you want to populate a value by default in a variable, you can use default value. Auto populate. So if you want to, instead of using glide Ajax, you can use auto populate option to populate the field values automatically. Permission. So if you want to restrict this variable permission to only specific people. So read means, guys, here if the person has specific role, only he can see that variable. If he doesn't have that role, the variable itself won't be visible. Okay. So here if you add the role here, if the current logged in user has that role, he'll be able to see that variable. Okay, he'll be able to see that variable, he'll be able to edit that variable. If the current logged in user doesn't have that role, he'll be able to see that role, he'll be able to see that variable, he won't be able to edit that. Okay, here variable itself will not be visible if you doesn't have the role. Here, if you doesn't have this role, variable will be visible but in the read-only mode. If you have this permission, variable will be visible, it will be editable mode. So write. So write permission means user who can edit the variable. If user doesn't have the role mentioned, the variable will be read only in the variable editor. I'll show you what is variable editor and all in a moment. Okay. So you can ignore about this availability, guys. Okay. We did not use this one. You can ignore about this uh, availability. Now for now, I'm actually keeping some default value here. JavaScript colon gs dot get user ID. Okay. So one variable we have created. This one order 200 I am giving here. 200. Read only. So question means label, email. Okay. Submit this one. Location department. So location is a reference. Department. Okay. This one is read only. So we can use auto populate to populate the field values automatically, guys. So I am going to use auto populate to populate the field values automatically. 1, 2, 3. This is a single row variable set, guys. Requested for email. Requested for location. Requested for department. Cool feature, right? So that glide Ajax and all, that's a headache, big headache. Okay. So now you created a single row variable set, guys. So we will actually add that variable set in the catalog item. So iPhone 16 Pro Max, right? So we will add that in the variable set section. Okay. Requested details. Okay. So now you go to the service portal and refresh this catalog item here. Now you will be able to see, now you are able to see requested for email, location, department. Why location is not populated here? So here we are referencing CC user table. We are supposed to reference CMN underscore location. Guys, here we did not use container start, container end. Did you notice that? In the variable set, where is this? In the variable set, we did not use container start, container split, container begin, container end. So, but what did we do? We did use two columns wide alternating side. So earlier it was actually one column wide. It was actually one column wide. So it will show like this one column in the single column. You can see it is actually showing in the single column. If you want to show it in two column wide, you can actually select two column wide alternating sides. Now you are able to see the variables in two columns here. This is one column, this is actually another column. So we'll give a try two columns wide, one side then the other. So let me just refresh this one. This is also showing in the same way. So here we did not get chance to use container start, container split, container end. So here instead of that, what we have done, what we did use two columns wide alternating sides, two column wide, one side then the other. Okay, fine. So we added this variable set, single row variable set. Now those variable set we are able to see in the catalog item, guys. Okay. So requester details. Uday Kishore, sorry, system administrator. System administrator doesn't have location, and his system administrator email, system administrator location. So we will add the specifications here. We will add the specifications here. So we'll go to the catalog item. So we added the variable set. Okay. And now we are actually creating the variables on the catalog item. So what is the order of this one? The order of this variable set is 100, guys. I am going to create the variables here. So now you guys have to tell me. So iPhone 16 Pro Max specifications. We'll use ChatGPT. Hmm. So ChatGPT has given so many variables, guys. Out of them, will be using only few. Okay. So storage option. This one we will create. Okay. Storage option. Color we will create. Storage options. Color will create. Hmm. What else we can do it? We can RAM we can do it, right? Okay. Select box means here in the catalog item, select box type of variable means it's a choice type of field. Okay, choice type of field. Color. So here in the type specifications, you have to mention include none option. By default, it won't add none option. You have to add the none option here. Include none. Okay. So we'll create the choices later, guys. Let me create the variables first. Color. So the color of this particular variable, this is leading to variable set. Okay, we'll go to the catalog item. So in the catalog item, we created a variable. The order of this particular variable I am giving here as 200, guys. So because why am I giving 200 here is that this variable should appear after this variable set. This variable set is order 100. After this variable set, this variable should appear. That is why I have given 200 here. Now you will be able to see a variable here called color. But there are no choices here. Only accept none option. There are no choices. We'll be adding those choices here. Color. Okay. I am again creating select box. Okay. This one order I am giving 300. Storage. I am selecting include none option. include none option. Okay. So two variables I created. Let me just create a variable called RAM variable. This is also select box. Okay. Hmm. RAM order I am giving here as 400. In the type specifications, I am actually giving include none option here. Okay. So we have created a variable. We have created three variables, guys. Okay. All are select box. Select box means choices types. Now I am creating two variables, guys. One is requesters external email, requester personal mobile number. I am creating two more variables. Those are actually single line text. Personal mobile number. This one I am giving here as 500. Okay. Hmm. Which is a mandatory field. 600. Personal email address. Okay. This is also mandatory one. So I have created this variable. Oh, so I'm also creating one more variable. This is actually a date type of field. 700. Expected to receive by this date. Okay. This is also a mandatory field. Okay. So if you go to the catalog item here, if you refresh this one, so this is the under this catalogs, under the service catalog, under this category, we are actually seeing this catalog item. This is the image that we have added. This is the description that we have added. This is the variable set. In the variable set, whenever you change the variable name, let us say I am selecting able tutor here. So able tutor email location department will be automatically populated. That is using auto populate in the variable properties. So these are actually catalog item variables, guys. These are variable set variables. These are actually catalog item variables. So here I have to add the choices here. Here also I have to add the choices here. Here also I have to add the choices here. So here I have to provide the mobile number, guys. So here I am able to enter the text here. I am able to enter the special characters here. I am able to enter whatever I like, but it should accept only mobile numbers. Okay. It should accept 10 numbers. It should accept country code. It should accept plus. Okay. So it should accept only mobile number. If they are not providing only, if they are providing only nine numbers is not a mobile number, right? If they are providing only seven numbers, that is not a mobile number. So we should actually, if they are entering invalid mobile numbers, you should not accept it. If they are actually entering the mobile number in the proper format, we have to accept it. Similarly, email address means we can enter anything here, but you should accept, we should accept only proper email format. Email means it will have at the rate symbol. It will be having dot in the end, and after that there will be at least two characters. That is actually called email address. And date. This date should always be in the future. This date should be within 3 days from the current date. This date should be within 3 days from the current date. Okay, you are clear, right? So that means we have to write on change client script on this one. So whenever you enter the mobile number, it will check that mobile number is a valid format or not. If it is not a valid format, it should throw a field message. And whenever you enter email address, on change client script will check if the entered email is actually in the email format or not. It will check. If that is not in the email format, it will show a error field message. So similarly, if the date that you have selected is in the future, it will actually allow it. If the date that you selected is in the past, it should not allow you. So for that, you have to write four on change client scripts, four on change catalog client scripts here. Sorry, not four, three on change catalog client scripts you have to create here. Okay. So one is actually, let me go to the uh, catalog item. iPhone 16 Pro Max catalog item. So we have to write a catalog line script here. Why do you have to write catalog line script on the catalog item? Because those variables are actually available on these three variables are available on the catalog item. Suppose these three variables are available on the variable set. You have to write a variable set catalog line script. Okay. Okay. So guys, before we create the client scripts, we will have to add the choices for this particular three variables. Okay. So if you scroll down, you can see question choices. Color, silver, gold, silver, gold. What else? Gold. Black. So in the color variable, we have actually created three choices. Those choices you can see it here, guys. If you scroll down, in the color, you will be able to see silver, gold, black, and none option. Okay. So in the storage also, we have to create the choices. The storage variable, you go to the choices here. Okay. Mm, storage, you tell me. Storage choices. 256 GB. Hmm. Okay. 512 GB. And 1024 GB. Okay, we have created three choices for storage as well. For RAM, storage, you can see three choices. For RAM, we have to create the choices here. So now you tell me the choices here. Hmm. Hmm? 8 GB, yeah? 8 GB, 16 GB, 32 GB. Okay, these are fine. So we have created the choices. Okay. So this is how the catalog item is created, guys. This is how the catalog item is created. So in this catalog item, we created variables. In the variables, we have actually added the variable choices. Hmm? You can see here. So here we have to write a on-change client script to validate the mobile number. We should accept only proper phone numbers, right? We should accept only proper emails, right? We should accept only proper dates, right? We have to write a on-change client script on this one. Okay. So instead of writing four on-change client scripts, we can also write one on-submit client script. So in the on-submit client script also we can check if it is in the valid mobile number format, we will allow them. Again, we will check if the email is actually if all are in the valid format, we will allow them to submit. If not, we will actually stop the form submission. Either we can do it anyway. You can write three on-change client scripts or you can write one on-submit client script. So in the on-submit client script, you have to check if the email, if the mobile number is in the valid format or not, if the email address is in the valid format or not, if the date is in the valid format or not, you have to check. If all are in the valid format, then you have to allow them to submit the form. That we'll be discussing in day of tomorrow session. Okay, clear, right? So once we are done with those validations, then we are good to discuss about workflows topic. Okay. So in this catalog item, guys, if you take a look at the catalog item, you have available for. We did discuss about user criteria, right? So user criteria is used to restrict the catalog items access. So if you create a user criteria to only application development group members, okay. So if you create a user criteria and if you add that user criteria, only application development group members can access this catalog item. So we'll create one user criteria and check that in your in our personal developer instance. Only application development group members. I'm selecting the group here as application development. Okay. I created a user criteria, guys. I added that user criteria under available for. I added that user criteria under available for. You can see that here only application development group. So if you go to the application development group members here, So I am going to log in as Akib. I am going to impersonate as Akib. So Akib is actually member of the group, member of the. So Akib, mm, okay, Masood. I am actually logging in as Masood. Okay. Now here she is member of the group, right? She will be able to see this one. She will be able to see this one. Okay. I am going to end the impersonation here. I am going to remove her from the group. Now I am going to impersonate as Masood again. Okay, this time she should not be able to see because she is not the member of the group. What is it telling? You either not authorized or record is not valid. She is not able to see this because she is not the member of the group. She is not the member of the group. If she is member of the group, and that means she is actually satisfying the user criteria in the available for. Okay, she is not part of the application development group. That is why, she, she is not able to access this catalog item. So the person who is in the available for list, only those people can access this catalog item. Okay, either we should use available for or not available for. The best practice is either you have to use available for or not available for. Okay. Suppose I am adding the same user criteria under not available for, guys. What will happen? So I told you, right? Only application development. So this user criteria is there in the both available for and not available for. What I told you, either use available for or not available for. Don't use together. Okay. So what I have done, I have actually added user criteria under available for and not available for. Okay. I am going to impersonate as Masood now. Okay. Is she able to access the catalog item? No. So we will actually add Masood under the application development group. I am adding Masood under. Okay. Clear, right? So now I am going to impersonate as her. So she is part of available for and she is part of not available for. She is part of available for, she is part of not available for. Can she access the catalog item or not? We have to observe this one. Okay. So what is happening? She is not able to access. Because here she is actually part of not available for. She is part of not available for. Yes. So not available for. She is actually part of the application development group. So what we did here, we have added same application development group user criteria under not available for also. Who cannot see this catalog item list? So that means If a guy is actually granted the permission using available for, if the same guy is actually restricted using not available for, means finally he won't be able to see the catalog item because he is part of not available list. Hope you guys are able to understand.